Hi, I'm Karen, and this is FriendsFavz. Welcome, everyone. Today we are being hosted by Kestrel Vintners, and we have Kat here with us. She is the associate winemaker at Kestrel. Welcome.
Thank you.
So glad to, that you are hosting us here in this beautiful club room. And this is quite special because not everybody gets to come here. If you're not a wine club member, you usually are out at the other bar, but you have the special place tonight, and we are so glad to be here. Thank you for hosting us.
My pleasure. Thanks for being here.
Yes. So where is Kestrel? Where do you guys have your vineyards, and where do you grow your grapes and all that type of thing?
Kestrel Vineyard and Winery are in Prosser, Washington, which is about 2.5 hours east of here, east of the Cascades. It's in the Yakima Valley, which is the oldest AVA in the state of Washington. We also have the oldest vineyard, or one of the oldest vineyards in the state of Washington. It was planted in 1972.
And I understand you have some old vine Chardonnay.
We do. We have old vine Cabernet, old vine Merlot, old vine Malbec, and old vine Chardonnay. But what's special about our Chardonnay is it's the oldest producing Chardonnay in the state.
Wow.
So our vineyard is not the oldest, but it's one of the oldest. And granted, 72 is not that old, right? But
for Washington,
it is. So and so we're very proud of that. And we have a beautiful site, and we want people to come out there. This tasting room is absolutely gorgeous. We have a tasting room in Leavenworth, which is really fun. In Prosser is where all the magic happens, and you can see, and touch and feel and really get involved. So they all have their personalities.
Oh, great. So can people go out and see where you make the wine?
Absolutely.
Oh,
we
awesome.
offer tours if it's a slow day, and we're working regardless. So if there's an opportunity for someone to kind of point you in the direction, we're always willing to have you come join.
Awesome.
It's dirty work, but it's a lot of fun, and it's really interesting, and there's so much that goes to it, so many variables, that it's really quite fun and interesting.
Fantastic. So let's talk the wines. So today we are talking about a couple of the wines. You have so many, but we're just going to talk specifically about 3. So our first one is perfect for today because it is a hot Seattle day in June, which is a rarity.
I was hoping it would be cooler, honestly. It's really hot at home. I get here, but it's nice.
Yes. So what is our first wine that we're talking about here?
This is our 2014 Sauvignon Blanc. We love Sauvignon Blanc. Actually, Flint, the head winemaker who I have the pleasure of working with, has been making wine for 25 years, and he did have an internship in New Zealand. His wife is interned in New Zealand. I'm next. But we have an affinity with Sauvignon Blanc. It's just so beautiful and crisp and clean, and we love the Southern Hemisphere style. So we actually get these grapes. This is one of the few grapes that we get that does not come from Kestrel View Estates. We actually get it from the gorge. It's it's by the Dells in the tree line. It's a cool climate, but we have grown our own Sauvignon Blanc on our own vineyard because we love it so much, and it's going to be a different style, but well worth doing. But the 2014 is absolutely gorgeous. We did get from 2 different sites. Again, very crisp, very clean.
It is.
It is, if you like oysters on the half shell, it is just, it's to die for. It's really, really beautiful. And it won a double gold at the Seattle Wine Awards.
Oh,
just
fantastic.
This last year. So.
Congratulations. Yeah, that's wonderful. Yes, and we have tonight too, we have Chive Catering with us. And Julie has prepared some wonderful pairings with the wine. And so with the Sauvignon Blanc, she chose the white balsamic roasted strawberries and Brie Cristini finished with a fresh basil and honey. And I know that all you ladies have been enjoying all the food because I think it's all gone, but it's just wonderful. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. So, and we have some other pairings here too. So our next wine. Let's talk about.
Okay, is going to be the Cabernet Franc.
Okay.
It's a 2012 Cab Franc, and 2012 was a very warm year. It started the kind of warm trend that we're on. So 11 was the coldest year we've ever had on record. 12 was warm. 13 was the hottest year on record. 14 was the hottest year on record. 15 will be the hottest year on record. So we're moving in that progression.
Oh wow, that's
nice.
As
As you can see, it's hot in June in Seattle. But this is an absolutely gorgeous wine. It does have vintage variance simply because cold year, hot year, but it's absolutely gorgeous. We strive for balance in our wines. You'll never find anything overly, too fruity, too oaky, too anything. It's always in a nice balance. So this Cab Franc, lots of violets, lots of fruit, lots of berries. It's very full in depth. It's beautiful.
It is. Yeah, and I don't know if you can see here, we have all of these wonderful pairings with our wines. And with our Cab Franc, we have the caramelized onions and goat cheese tartlets finished with thyme. So, yeah, it's super yummy. Excellent. Okay, and then our third wine we are tasting.
It's a Mourvedre. So Mourvedre is a Rhone varietal. It is from the south of France. It's in the same region that Grenache and Syrah and Viognier grow. Grows very, very well in the valley. There's really very few things that we can't grow in Washington State and ripen and do a really nice job with. So we love our Rhone varietals. We do co-ferment this with some Grenache, and it's just really beautiful. It's our silky, sometimes called our sexy wine.
Yes, and actually that is my favorite.
Is it?
Yes, yeah, it is my favorite. So, you have to have your favorite everywhere you go. So, yes, and we have other pairings with that too. So that's really awesome. So I would like you to talk about your wine club, because how do people take advantage of being a part of Kestrel Vintners?
Well, we have an awesome wine club, an awesome wine club manager, awesome tasting rooms. I kind of spoke to that a little bit, where every tasting room has their own personality. So you can go to Little Bavaria in Leavenworth and do the chicken dance and then go hang out at the tasting room in Leavenworth while all the other people are roaming around with a sea of people, and you can come be welcomed in our tasting room in Leavenworth and have Frappavino, which is a wine slushy if you choose, or in the winter time you can have mulled spice. There's always something, and of course the gift shop is great, and it's a beautiful place. Here, it's all about ambiance. There's not a lot of tasting rooms in this area that have this space, let alone do the things in the summer that we can do, and it's a beautiful space. You can take advantage of it, bring your friends. There's a lot that you can do here. Prosser, we then have the vineyard that you can come visit and tour. You have the winery you can come visit and tour. It has its own little personality as well. So that's one thing that you can do, kind of hop around to each one. We don't charge anything to be in the wine club. You just sign up for which level you'd like to be at. So we have 3 different tiers. You can be a case buyer and kind of collect whatever you'd like. You can be in the Falcon series, you can be in the Winemaker Select, or the Signature series. So you choose your level and your frequency, and you get a really nice discount, and then of course access to all these nice little events and things that sometimes are only wine club members and nobody else gets to touch it. And of course you get the wine first. So when we release a wine, you get first dibs at it with your nice discount, and nobody else can touch it. So.
And you have special wines too, just for wine club members too, don't you? Is that
we
correct,
do have. Most of our wines are available, but we definitely let the wine club members have them first. And a lot of our wines aren't available anywhere else but in the tasting rooms. So there are some situations in our upper tiers that are soon to be allocated, which wouldn't be available to anyone anymore, only wine club members. So it's kind of an advantage to get on it and be part of that, because some of these higher tier wines, there's such limited production. Like our old vine Cabernet, the old vines only produce what they produce. They're not going to give us more. So they're only going to. We only produce about 150 cases to 200 cases per year. Once that gets allocated, nobody else can touch it. So it's kind of one of those special things that will be unavailable at some point soon. So.
Yes, and I know when I came here to see the winery and to talk to everyone here, I was so impressed by all the people that worked here. They're so friendly. In fact, I sat at the bar here and met some new friends. So, and I think some of them might even be here tonight.
That's what everybody has said to me, to everyone that works. We have an incredible staff in each location. We've just, we have some diamonds, and the fact is that everybody says that to me. I have left with a friend, and that's what we want you to feel, because we can make the best wine in the world, but if you don't have a good experience, then what's it for? It's all about that. So
excellent. Well, thank you so much, Kat, for being with us here.
My pleasure.
At FriendsFavz, and for hosting us tonight. And I hope that everybody has a really great time and enjoy the wine. We'll see you next time at FriendsFavz.
Cheers.